Hey everybody, Nathaniel Bungie here for TechSession. Today I'm bringing you the review of an app for the Pebble time. This app, to be specific, is called Snowy, and it is a voice assistant, much like Google Now or Siri, but for your Pebble time. As with other Pebble time apps, the way you reach this is by going into your Apps and Settings menu, and basically just scrolling down until you find it. Of course, you can set this as a shortcut on your watch face where you can just hold down either the up or down button and it'll take you to it. But I can't say I'm that impressed with this, or at least impressed enough to be able to do that comfortably. As right now I have that set to a bunch of functions that I use all the time. Now if I'm kind of stuttering through this video, it's because I'm watching the Chiefs dominate in the wild card game against the Texans right now, so I'm kind of glancing off at that every once in a while. So do pardon that, but we're going to stick to this content. Right here you can see the main screen of Snowy. You get a little time up the top, some options on the side, and how may I help you. And the way you navigate through this is with the buttons on the right hand side. First of all, if you go to the information, you get a little bit of details about Snowy. You can kind of show you what the app can do. I didn't ever go there. The middle is where you can start a command, and the bottom is your suggestions. So you can go to any of these here and basically just click on it, and it'll go ahead and search it for you, and it's actually really handy when it works. You can see right here it defined a word for us. It can also give you like the weather. Right here, tell me an interesting fact, remind me, and then you get more commands right here, so you can get some translations, math stuff, just a lot of stuff that is actually really handy. The only problem with this app is that it doesn't really work with voice recognition. A lot of the time I found that I really have to enunciate just to get it to even hear what I said properly. For example, let's try to check the weather. What's the weather like right now? And then Snowy's going to go ahead and try to figure out what I said. Okay, I guess it worked that time. That's kind of unique. Most of the time, I have not been able to get it to work. But I can say moving from a Moto 360 to a Pebble, this app overall, when it works, is very convenient because I used to be able to just put my wrist up and say, okay, Google, what's the weather like? The Pebble has nothing like that built in, so Snowy's going to be your next best option. So you just okay it. It'll give you a little bit of detail here. The weather is 0 degrees and clear. I can assure you guys the real feel is well below 0. So let's try a couple other commands here and just see how the recognition is starting to work now. Let's do an interesting fact. Tell me an interesting fact. And see, there we go. Snowy could not recognize what I said. This actually does happen a lot of the time because I can guarantee you if I go and enunciate it now, it's going to work. Tell me an interesting fact. Tell me an interesting fact. Okay, yeah, that was a little bit of an app glitch there. I said it, and Snowy just kept sitting there, and it didn't go, and looks like it got it right. Let's just see if it'll go. Yep, I didn't get it. Let's try it again, enunciating. And we're going to see if Snowy can actually get it. Tell me an interesting fact. Snowy is trying to figure out what I said again. This often does take a long time if you don't have great connection. I'm in the basement right now, so that could be part of it. And look at that. Even with the enunciation, Snowy could not figure it out. But just a little bit of an overview about this app. It seems like if you're in a quiet room like I am now, you're not going to have too many problems, but the point of this app basically is if you're out and about, just to kind of yell at your wrist and have it do something, much like Google Now would do. Google Now's voice recognition was spot on, and that might be why I think this is a little bit off, but it also probably does depend on how much you're enunciating, how you talk, how loud you are, just a bunch of variables about it. Let's try one more. Let's do a math question. What is 8 times 4? There we go. What is a transport? That did not work, but let's see if Snowy can figure out something for that. There we go. Sorry, I don't speak transport. That's one thing that I think would be kind of nice is if Snowy could do dictionary definitions for you. As a matter of fact, though, I've never tried it. Let's try one now. What is a bridge? Okay, it said the instead of There we go. Sorry, I don't speak bridge. So it doesn't look like Snowy can do definitions. We'll try one more sports score. What is the Chiefs score right now? Okay, what is the score right now? And there we go. Sorry, I don't speak now. So I don't think Snowy can actually do as much as it should, especially when compared to other assistants. But I would imagine that in a pinch, Snowy could get you by. So would I recommend this or not? I'd have to say no, unless the voice recognition gets improved. Because with only one microphone in the Pebble time, you're going to have some pretty darn good voice recognition to be able to get some function out of this app. It does cost $3 if I remember correctly, so that's just another reason to avoid it for now, unless it became free for some reason, in which case I would have to recommend it for you. So again, this is the review of the Snowy app for Pebble Time, a little bit of a voice recognition software to help you get stuff done. I have to say, I don't recommend it. Don't spend your money on this one when it could get better, or when there might be some free options coming out later. You just never know. So for now, with its current state, I would say avoid the app. If you're somebody who enunciates constantly, though, this app might work perfectly for you. By the way, a lot of people ask me about this watch face here. This is the negative watch face. Basically, the black is how you tell the time. You can go ahead and pause and try to figure out that it is 5:56 right now. And yeah, again, this is my full review of the Snowy app for the Pebble Time. Go ahead and check out the link in the description where you can get it for yourself. This will work with all versions of the Pebble from what I read on the website. So if you happen to own a classic or a steel model or anything that's basically just not the Pebble Time, it still should work for you. So until next time, this is Nathaniel Bungie from TechSession. See you later.